Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the LMG offices in New York City. It is Thursday in the morning, right now live. If you're not watching this live, it's okay. You're missing out a little bit, but it's fine. There's a lot of very handsome people in the chat.
There are. Very
and
handsome.
very pretty ladies as well in the chat.
Hopefully.
I see
think
a
there's some.
couple.
You see a couple?
Mhm.
Nice.
You
Nice.
know, thing about MLG SC2 Twitch chat, there's a fair amount of pretty ladies. So if you're looking for a reason to watch live,
Yep.
or if you're looking for a reason to actually open up the chat, like don't harass them or anything, but my point is it's a nice diversity of people, which is great.
It's good to have a diverse group.
Yeah.
You
What do you
know,
guys?
a lot of people don't think that about StarCraft fans, but if you ever go to like an event too, there's a pretty diverse group. You've actually got like the sports people who love StarCraft.
Mhm.
You've got like the ultimate gamer people. You've got like the frat type people. You've got like the surfer people, like the
The
hippie
surfer people.
You've got the whole range of people.
They're out. They
You've
have
got like the
Wi-Fi,
book people. People who bring their books and watch StarCraft while they're reading.
or they have their book and they have like a section cut out of their book where they put a video playing device. So they open their
Yes.
book so it looks like they're reading, but they're actually watching.
So those are the fake reading
StarCraft.
StarCraft people.
Yes.
That's a subgenre of reading
That
StarCraft people.
takes skill. I mean, if honestly, and there's like people from all over the world watching.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you threw a dart, if you had a dart board that was like a world map, and you threw a dart where people are from,
Just hope it doesn't hit Antarctica.
well, yeah, there might be Antarcticans.
Well, there's outposts there, but like I don't know if they watch that much StarCraft
Sure
down there.
I'm sure
They do? Maybe
Hey,
they do.
if you, look, I'm sure someone in the chat is from Antarctica. Is anyone in the chat from Antarctica? Just let me
Find
know.
out.
Let me know where you guys are from. How about that? Tell us where you're from. We'll give some shout outs because I want to show appreciation to each of you, and especially if you're from a unique location. But don't make up, don't. Actually, the people in our chat, they don't lie.
No, they would
No,
never. They would never
wouldn't
lie.
to us.
So our next player from Acer, they decided it's going to be Nerchio.
Ooh.
And the map is
Interesting, okay.
Yansu, which is I like it for Zerg versus Terran. I actually really love it for Terran versus Terran. Obviously, it's balanced for Terran versus Terran, but I just love watching Terran mirror on Yansu. So I was kind of hoping we'd see either MMA or innovation, but maybe they'll save him for next round. Just because there's so many.
Saving the dessert for last.
Yes,
It's important.
it is. Like you don't want to have the sweet stuff first. in
Dude,
your
I do
meal.
that all the time.
You ever had like you have breakfast, right? Let's say this is part of your breakfast, right? You've got the grapefruit,
Yep.
and then you've also got like some sweet pastry,
Oh, okay.
or like orange juice or something sweet, right?
Okay.
If you have like that first, the grapefruit tastes so sour.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Especially if you like brush your teeth and then you try to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like no, that's not the
No.
order you do things in.
No.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Like, sometimes Nick will ask, "Hey, let's go get dinner." I'll be like, "I just want ice cream," and then I just go get ice cream,
Yeah.
and then that's my dinner in a sense. Not really though, but it's like,
It counts.
you know, what's happening here between Liquid and Acer, they're doing it right, where they're saving the dessert for last. That's the whole point.
I
there.
really want to see TLO play. I hope we get to see him in those games. Which
He's
means
on EG, isn't he? See, I don't know. What's
been
the story?
confused.
I don't understand it.
it was a temporary transfer.
Okay.
TLO needed a lot of money, so he went to the team with all the money.
Is that how it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is that how it works? I know there's a
And
lot
In
of.
Control wanted to like win some, so he went to the team that wins more.
Okay. Cool. So In Control might play today if Taeja loses, assuming.
Sure.
Taeja could just win everything.
He might. So
He's looking pretty good.
Nerchio versus Taeja.
Yes.
I mean, so far we've seen some funky play from Acer trying to get rid of Taeja. We saw Bly do like a cross map whirlwind, initial speedy attack, followed it up with a roach baiting on, and Taeja's defense was solid. And then Bly went for that fast mutas into base race style. I think Nerchio's the type of guy he'll mix in a lot of aggressive stuff. Like I remember because I used to play him in all those European leagues.
right.
And he, especially more against Protoss and other races, he loves to do like tempo speeding stuff. But I feel like given the way that so far the type of like offbeat style play hasn't worked against Taeja, I think we may just see a very standard game. And Yansu's a really strong game for mutless.
Okay.
Because the Terran third base, you can the minerals are very close to the air ledge.
Yes.
So you can kind of run in there and keep picking off workers very easily with mutas. Now, of course, they're going to build turrets there, but You can try to, and there's also a back way into that third, where if you kill rocks, you can then, when they build turrets, you kill the rocks and you send speedings and banings into the back way. A lot of angles.
Ooh,
or
so
wait,
you were falsified.
some
Nick
people
was doing
say
all
it's
this
supposed to
sick
be
map
Newkirk.
analysis, and it's supposed to be Newkirk.
Oh,
His
he's
videos
right.
are-
I misread the thing.
So it is going to be Newkirk, which is going to open up a variety of different options.
People were listening to me.
You know, we're going to save that conversation Nick just
We are.
had, and we're going to replay it when
We're gonna
Yonsu
replay it
comes
when
up.
Yonsu-
I do want to. Some people are saying where they're from. A huge shout out to you guys. I'm seeing Louisiana. I'm seeing Illinois, Bulgaria, Texas, Denver, Colorado, London, UK, United
Denver is
Kingdom,
awesome.
Lithuania,
Wow.
Germany, Finland, the land of the Finns, Iceland. It's very cold there. Very icy, I think. If you ever want a cold drink, you never really have to worry about it. You can just put it outside, maybe.
Iceland does some
Iceland.
cool hydrogen fuel cell research because
There you go.
in Iceland is really expensive. It's I think one of the most expensive places in the world. That there's a lot of people who live there. So not like Antarctica.
Sure.
For like gasoline.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, you think about how do you
Not
get
bad.
gas to Iceland, right? You got to ship it from much further away than you would for other places.
Very true.
There's no super local places, so they do a lot of cool energy research there. A lot of cool stuff.
I love energy research.
Yep.
Keep doing what you're doing, Iceland. I'm talking to you, Sia, in the chat. Lingeston is from Sweden. Chill and Kill is from Texas. We got Anatolikubius is from Turkey. For some reason, I'm not terribly surprised by that. Yolo Potato Machine is from Finland. I don't think I'm that surprised by that either. Germany, Portugal, Hola, como estás? Is that? That's not Spanish, is it? France,
Well, Portuguese.
Como Talivu?
People
Como
in
Talivu?
Portugal don't speak Spanish.
I know, it was a
Oh.
bad joke. It was a terrible joke. I'm sorry. Bulgaria, South Africa, California.
California does a
Wow,
lot of
you're up,
energy research
you're up
too,
early,
actually.
man. Lavar 86.
Oh yeah, it's
Dude, go to
7.
sleep, man. It's way too early. Come on, man.
7's not too early.
Yeah, never mind. Stay up. Watch StarCraft 2. Netherlands. We got Canada. Ooh, we got some Canadians here.
Canadians are awesome.
Canadians are awesome.
I
So
think
we'll do more shout-outs.
they're hoping Scarlet plays.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't think she's going to though. Given the
She
fact that this is the third player from Acer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Acer's third player. Team Liquid is currently up 2-1 right now in the series.
Oh, yeah.
Acer came out with a 1-0 lead with Bly over Rep, and then Taeja back-to-back has defeated Bly and Paranoid. So Acer says, let's send forth another Zerg. I mean, that's a Zerg mentality. You swarm them.
Mm-hmm.
If you beat one Zerg, send forth more.
Overwhelm them.
Overwhelm them.
Taeja thinks he has the Zerg race figured out. But this
No.
is just another species, another specimen of Zerg from Team Acer. But Taeja's looking like a monster right now. So, we'll see what happens.
He's going command center first every game so far. Now on Newkirk, I mean, I don't. There's nothing wrong with command center first here. Sometimes it's possible you'd see like. I mean, proxy reactors are pretty popular here. Reaper play sometimes is used. It's not a great map for Reapers, but you can kind of sneak into back sometimes and try to be annoying later on. Honestly, Taeja though is so good with command center first. Like, why would he not go command center first? Right? If you're Taeja, it's like, why would you ever not go command center first? If
Yeah.
you're that good at a macro game, it's like same thing with innovation, same thing with it's like, I mean, you flash, right? You'll mix in proxy reactors occasionally against Zerg players, just to keep them honest. But if you're not proxy reacting, you're gonna go command center first. Now, I mean, he even went command center first on Star Station, which is like the best Reaper map in the pool, right?
Yeah.
So
Taeja loves it.
he must
and
not be a huge fan of Reapers.
There's that saying. Gosh, what's the saying? If I always do this.
If it's broke, fix it.
If it's no. If it's if it ain't, it has ain't in it, I think.
If it ain't broke,
Yes, that's
fix
it.
it.
Yes. No.
No, don't fix it.
Gosh, I don't. See, this is one of those times where my mind is just failing on me.
Yep.
I
tricky, man.
apologize to everyone watching. The point is, Taeja, he's doing something and it's working, so he's gonna do it again, right?
Everyone right now is
if
screaming at their monitors.
right. So it's something that's working for him. So why would he change it?
Exactly.
That's kind of the point I'm trying to get to. There's some saying, whatever it is.
Nerchio is going with the fast gas, or I mean not super fast, but exact same thing we saw from both Bly and Paranoid. So it must be, I mean, the Acer Zergs talk to each other a lot. They must say against Terran, there are some Zergs who like to drone scout early, and then if they see, a command center If they see command center on high ground, they'll hatch right here. If they see command center here, they'll just double hatch really fast, and they'll play very reactive. But the Acers so far haven't been scouting. They've been doing the same. I mean, they've been scouting Overlords, but not early, right? They've been doing the same opening, so they must have, gone their little cabal and said, you know what, the economy you lose from the drone isn't worth information. Because
Yes.
this build is solid against everything Terran does. Let's just keep doing it. It's very, very well-rounded. So we'll see how Nerchio plays this.
I wanna see less of the. I feel like Taeja's kind of figured out those timing pushes, unless you're like super creative with it. I mean,
Yeah.
so based on
I'd
the
actually
build,
like to see him do what Bly did last game,
Okay.
except but don't base race. Because, honestly, I think Bly could have stopped that attack very easily.
right?
He had like 30 speed bannings. There's only 2 siege tanks in that attack.
That's a good point.
And if he stomps that attack, like, he's ahead, right? Because Taeja has no third. He had a third base, right? He was on, or his third base was just finishing around then. But if he stomps the attack, he's free to drone up, right? And if you're droning up 3 bases and Tyrion hasn't even started their third command center,
So
that's
I have a
fun.
theory. I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, it might. Where you take a third
Uh-oh.
and you show a bunch of lings and maybe a little bit of not too many lings. Just maybe show like 20. Maybe show like 2 banelings at your opponent's front door, and just get him to try to overreact and make a bunch of bunkers and stuff.
Don't
While
wanna
taking
get-
a third and droning it up pretty fast.
Yes,
That would be my
that would be pretty
like
cool.
only making like 20 to 30 lings. That's it. At around the 6-minute mark. Show those guys, try to scare your opponent, take a third, and just drone up right away. Just trying to scare your opponent and get those drones up.
There is a possibility you'll be really excited here.
Ooh.
Oh, 4th gas.
Oh, did you think he? Yeah, this looks like fast muta, no? Or
Well, he never got Zerking speed.
that's true.
Maybe he's going mutas super fast. That could be it. Or it could be a Nidus. No, it is going to be Nidus. Okay. I was like, he doesn't have any like follow-up plan to make a Nidus work. I thought he would put out Nidus and a Roach Warren, do something. He would have had the Roach Warren earlier, though, and he would have teched a little bit later, probably more drones first. It would have gone 4 gases either. So we are going to see Muta play. And he's got to be careful on defense. Tage is actually getting a second factor. So we're going to see like Blue Flame Hellions. And this is a really interesting type of opening here against like Nerchio is going the fastest Mutas possible, pretty much. I mean, we're at the 7-minute mark, and Aspara's halfway done. He never even got Zerging speed, which is fine for this build. And what it's going to mean is that Hellions could potentially do insane amounts of damage, but they're going to have to do it before Blue Flame finishes. Because once Mutas come out, they can push the Hellions away, but then of course there's this question what do you do with the Mutas?
Yep.
If you attack a Terran and Hellions kill your drones, you better hope you end the game with the Mutas. That being said, you might if the Terran's making nothing but Hellions. But Nerchio's got to be so careful not to take too much drone losses to these Hellions.
Yeah. So this is like the sneak attack guerrilla warfare type play for you historians.
From both players.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you historians, for you learned in the art of the history of anything. The strategy where you kind of do a sneak attack, you kind of try to feint what you're doing, and then all at once you jump in and you kill.
I thought this drone was going to spot the Hellions.
And I think
One
that's what
Hellion
Taeja's going to go
scouts.
for.
I mean, it's basically ninjas versus Mohawks right here. Like, we got both players going for these kind of sneak attacks, really fast mutas. And what does Taeja have to defend mutas? He's got 2 Marines. He doesn't even have an eBay.
2 Marines versus...
He doesn't even have an engineer.
So
bay.
Marines are good. Like, a lot of people joke that Marines are really good, and I'm not going to disagree. They are very good. But
I
if
think
it's only 3
Taeja might die here.
against 9, what is Taeja thinking right now? What do you think is his
He's
read?
thinking, once I get Blue Flame Hellions, I'm going to kill him.
Okay. And
Like-
Blue Flame is done.
Yeah, it's just finished. He's probably waiting for these Hellions to come up.
And now
'cause
he
He
goes.
didn't want to show
Okay.
10 in front of the base. Now he
Okay.
goes.
Okay, who's going to die more is the question.
gonna die
That's the
more?
only question right now. Who's going to kill the most workers?
Oh, I
We
love
got-
how he's just camping the bear. It's not
I
even
like
going
that.
for the workers.
Don't even let the Marines come out, and you're
Yeah.
fine. But look at this. The Hellions, it's Roasty Toast time. It is drone barbecue. It is drone season.
Send these drones to his third
These
base.
Hellions have obtained their drone killing licenses, and
Now,
they are
The
on a
problem
hunt.
is though, as long as he stops turrets from getting up, he could put like 3 mutas in each worker line. It's too late to get the natural. So Taeja's going to protect the natural, but he's going to have no production. Meanwhile, Nerchio is taking, I mean, he's going to clean this up eventually with the mutas and queens,
Oh gosh.
but he's taking some insane damage in the meantime.
Yeah.
That being said, he's been able to keep a decent number of drones alive.
Yeah.
I mean, we're up to, Taeja's killed more workers than Nerchio, but Nerchio is camping the production of Taeja.
Yeah.
I really like Nerchio's position here. I mean, the Hellions are all cleaned up now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taeja, you can't really, oh, the Widow Mines are going to be really annoying here.
Couple cancels.
Yeah,
That's fine.
But I mean, if you look at things, so right now they both have fairly, I mean, Taeja has slightly better economy because he's got 2
Turrets
mules.
up.
Oh, he's got a kill SME. Oh, I mean, the turret's
turret.
almost dead, so. So right now, Taeja, but now the economy's even, right? And think about what's going to happen over the next 5 minutes. There's 3 hatches up for Nerchio, and he can mine off, or he canceled his hatch, never mind, sorry, I lied. But he has map control for the next forever, right? How long is it going to take Taeja to ever get an army that can push these mutas off? In fact, can he even protect his... Yeah, he's going to have to evac this.
He's going to lift it.
Oh, be careful, Nerchio! Ooh, loses 1.
Almost turned into that baby knight jet.
Oh, no!
Oh, no! Okay.
What, how did he not lose?
I don't know.
He magic boxed him and he spread him really well. So that was actually really good. He lost like 2 more mutas there, but he killed all the widow mines.
Okay.
And that was huge.
I was like expecting the
and now he's
splatter
camping
of
in
mutas
production.
to come out of the sky, and it
Taeja's
never
in
happened.
trouble.
Yeah, Nerchio's up 67 to 34. This is a similar build to what Paranoid tried to do.
It's even faster. Paranoid got speed and got some more drones. This is even faster mutas. But it is similar. But I mean, if you think about if it was the same build, it could look totally different because the mutas would have been about 40 seconds later.
And we also have to analyze what Taeja did in both games.
Yes.
Taeja in that first game we played mutas, he wasn't even going blue flame millions.
No, he was going.
Yeah, this was a build where he was kind of investing everything into that blue flame attack. It was a great attack. It worked. But the main issue was what was it going against? And it was going against a fast muta build, which is pretty okay against that, as we're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, the mutas came out in time to do critical damage to Taeja. I mean, Taeja lost both his factories. So that, you know what, you're like, well, he wants mostly Marines anyway. Well, he really wants widow mines, honestly, and he lost all those, which kind of sucks for him. But what's more important is he wants to get medevacs at some point, too. Marines without stim can't really stop mutas. Mutas getting poke in and poke out. And he lost his tech labs, so he's got to re-get stim, right? Up until he gets stim, the mutas can just micro against Marines forever. It's more the missile turrets you have to watch out for. But even once he gets stim, the mutas can force him to stim, then keep backing away, right? And then that's where he really needs the medevacs, and he's got to restart his factory. Where does he even build buildings? His base is so cramped because he doesn't have access to his main. And this is what Marines without stim, he just kind of
like, okay,
find him.
I'll engage you, Marines. If you're not injecting those drugs and making yourselves more powerful, I can take you on.
Gotta be careful with the missile turrets.
Now, Nerchio is like so happy about all this. Like his opponent's restricted to 1 base.
No, I mean, Nerchio did take some nice worker losses. But
and Taeja realizing it, GG, and Nerchio, guess what? Equalizing the series 2-2.
Wow.
Are you surprised, Mr. Nick?
I mean, I'm not. I've seen Nerchio beat top grains before. I'm not surprised. I'm actually kind of happy because that means this match is getting closer. And who's Liquid gonna? I think they might say now Hero now. Star Station's not in it anymore.
I'm feeling in control.
In control?
I feel like it's time. It's time.
He knows Nerchio very well, so he knows how to get into his head.
I feel like it's time.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll
We'll be right back with the next match, Game 5 between Acer and Liquid. Will be in control? We'll find out in just a few minutes.